lot of models go to McDonald's. Leave my wallet out this argument, I'm 6 foot. I stand on my money, I be 6 foot. All my in crypto when the market took a dip. 20K on chip, look. Funny that we out to this. Plus I got my hopes all around me like an Oculus. Sandbox, a lot of this. Certified, they heard of us. 3 fell out the curves and there's a bird that got the word of us. Never let that burden us take that trip with a curve with us. They all get but I turn them back to Cerberus. And yes, I'm best case. Yes, I wreck chase. Forever cold-hearted, you can check my breastplate. Working till $1 million check my next day. But I ever fall off, then expect my...
I don't rest it off. Every festival, shut it down. Y'all don't mess with my pockets. Y'all new best in y'all watch. I don't rest it off. Every festival, shut it down. Y'all don't mess with my pockets. Y'all new best in y'all watch. Festival, shut it down. Every festival, shut it down.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good young while we all grow old. In a world where you never bite a hand that feeds you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy come, easy go. So they say, it's all we know. And in the fall, then we fall. Puppet strings.
Back on television telling lies to me. If a penny for your thoughts, then it's costing me. Just the luck of the draw in the... And an eye for an eye in today's economy.
So they say.
Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with...
So they say.
You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run.
Crawl before you walk. Walk before you run.
They say one man's trash is another man's treasure.
But if you want it bad, it's the love of possession.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Cause beauty relies in the eyes of the beholder.
Hold up, I'm about to get the game sewed up.
Take a second just to sit and chill and smell the roses. Looking for acceptance, open doors and never close them.
When the hand's dealt,
you gotta know when to fold. And if a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down, an apple every day, keeping doctors homebound. Using the word they can be more than a pronoun.
And if you don't pray, they be breaking the quotes out.
So they say.
Be a good boy, Johnny, don't you ever play with.
So they say.
You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you run.
I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the side. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now here's Alvarado. Clock at 6. Pass to Markkanen. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Here's Towns. Here he goes. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. They'll pin that one on John Collins. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Pass to Markkanen. No good on the triple. To the inside. Here's Harris. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all three levels.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Towns. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Towns has gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, with his size and build, Towns can be very forceful inside, and no one was able to stop him.
Here's Alvarado. And here's Edwards outside. He drops it from range. Edwards got 5 now.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Alvarado. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. And Damian Lillard gets a 3.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Pass to Markkanen. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Collins with the rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
Miami leading by 4. Pass to Lillard. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter.
Well, that's already his second foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years, a big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Lillard. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Collins a screen. And the ball out of play. The Heat will have it.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Miami leading by 3. Harris outside. Pass to Brogdon. Fires the 3. Connaughton outside. Miami, no good that time either. Now McCollum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. There's 38 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's McCollum. Outside Thibault. Up and in on the layup.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Harris with it. No made baskets yet. There's a screen. Pass to Brogdon from outside the arc. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Heat out in front. They lead by 4. And we've got more action coming.
14.
If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Pass to Beasley. Just 5 to shoot. Fires in the triple. Beasley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Brogdon with the ball. Inside. Here's Looney. Oh, Looney with the smooth move inside.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
For 3, McCollum. Looney grabs a miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And that one drops for him. Hauser's got his first bucket in this one.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. For Miami, and coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of, if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You'd like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's some times where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to be a better recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I can stay healthy. Brian, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Markkanen. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Well, Coach, how about the Eric Spoelstra story? Started as a video coordinator with the Heat back in '95. You were an assistant in Miami back then.
Yeah, look, Brian, even then, Eric is one of the rare guys that all of us on the staff knew right from the beginning that he had all the makings of a great coach. Players trusted him and had confidence in his ability to help them.
From the video room to the Hall of Fame one day.
No question.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Outside Brogdon. Pass to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. They'll be playing host to Houston for their next game. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Shot's good by McCollum.
Yeah, look at the touch. McCollum off the drive.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Towns outside. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player, skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
And now, please welcome to the court, the powerhouse dance team.
Teams deciding to change it up. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the paint. And stolen by Edwards. Beasley outside. Edwards so good inside.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Outside Brogdon. Outside Caldwell Pope. Looney the screen. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, Caldwell Pope is one of those guys who just loves to come after you.
Pass to Nora. Down low. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Here's Harris. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Harris has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Just a high IQ offensive force. I really enjoy watching Harris operate in the two-man game. He reads it so well.
Pass to Edwards. He got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Miami out in front, up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Lillard with the ball for Miami. Oh, Lillard, the one flying high.
What an athletic play from Lillard. More than capable of just jamming it down.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Collins. 4 on the clock. Up top, Alvarado. Here's Beasley. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Miami leading by 6. And stolen by Alvarado. Here we go, one-on-one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Harris, right side. Will stand in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Time to get loud, fans. On their way.
Different look for Miami. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Harkinen sets a screen. It's stolen by Looney. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Hauser. No good with the triple.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Outside Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Offensive rebound. Looney. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And Kenny Atkinson had... called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Thibault with a steal. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's McDaniels. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Well, when you talk about great two-way players in this league, don't forget about Jaden McDaniel. He's already there defensively, and he's getting there offensively.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Towns outside. From deep three-point land. Thibault with the board.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Inside. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Pass to Lopez. Edwards with it. Oh, rejected by McDaniel.
A swat from McDaniels with a near 7-foot wingspan. He can cover a lot of ground.
36 seconds left in the third quarter. And Lillard gets it to go.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
McCollum outside. Outside Edwards. There's the triple. Rebound Miami. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Heat leading by 6. Now here's Brogdon. Lillard outside. Shoots over Thibault. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Miami Heat leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's most... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Cavaliers trail by 6. And here's Alvarado. Markkanen right side. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Heat substitution. Tobias Harris. Jaden McDaniels.
Beasley outside. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Back to Lillard. Going inside. Lillard for 2.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Now Alvarado. Beasley outside. Beyond the arc. It's another 3 for Cleveland.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Lillard. Harris right side. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Alvarado outside. Beasley outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries to save it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Harris down low. And he makes it on the layup. And the Heat lead by 4.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Big group substitution here from Miami. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. The Cavaliers trail by 4. It's Beasley on the wing. Here's Edwards. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Let's get hyped, everyone. Here comes your CAVS crew hot squad. Let me hear you make some noise. Get loud, fans. Fans, get loud. Great t-shirts are coming your way.
Heat leading by 4.
Let's hear you make some noise.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Harris outside. Out to Lillard. 6 to shoot. The Cavaliers pull it in. Edwards with it. Edwards with some muscle.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Launches it. Rebounded by Lopez. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. 2-point game. And here's Lopez. Poke loose. Harris with it. And Lopez picks him up. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
To the paint. Here's Harris. Outside McDaniels. Deflects the pass. McCollum with a steal. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
right there.
And so they foul intentionally.
Don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
The Heat with the lead. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. So Lillard will go to the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez. Free throw good. Lillard.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his third foul of the game.
Timeout.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Back to Edwards. Rebounded by Brogdon.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Pass to Towns. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Cavaliers trip by 4. Up top, McCollum. Fires the three. And another miss by Cleveland.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Towns with the ball. Picked up by Markkanen. And he comes up with a bucket.
Well, this is why you go to Towns in the clutch. That is big time.
Markkanen sets a screen. Down low. Oh, great slam by Markkanen.
Well, they needed someone to step up there, and it's Markkanen who answers the call.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Miami making a switch here. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Lillard outside. From 11 feet away. Off the left rim and out. And here comes Cleveland. Trailing by 4. There's McCollum with the three. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. He makes the first of 3. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. He makes the second free throw. And that brings him within 2 here. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that narrows the gap to 1.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
First free throw is good. And that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
and looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
Pass to McCollum to tie it up. And he drills the triple. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. Here's Harris. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-minute shot is offline. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Now here's Lillard. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
And here's McCollum. And Collins with the slam.
Using all of his length. Collins able to grab the offensive rebound and finish the play.
And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. So it's Miami now. The shot by Lillard, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The kick out to Edwards. Markkanen sets a screen. Edwards looking for an opening. 5 to shoot. Over Lillard. Edwards can't hit. And Miami has possession. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Harris right side. Over Collins. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. And the Heat lead by 2.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession. Certainly a guy you can rely on in pressure situations. McCollum is a savvy vet who can get it done.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Lillard. Harris on the wing. Pass to McDaniels. Offensive rebound. Heat. The Cavaliers leading. And Thibault with a drive. And that one is stuffed right through.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. And stolen by Edwards. For 3, McCollum. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Lillard. And there is a whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
We need you to get up for your Pass Crew Hot Squad. Let's go!
McCullum with it. Collins a screen. The baseline J is on the way. Good! And stolen by Edwards. And so the big win by Cleveland in a tight game. They escaped with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Yeah, I'm all in, 100%, yeah, I'm all in. Act a fool like David dancing. Got my rock, I take my chances. Folks be asking what the plan is. I don't know till Father answers in his hands, just like the planet. We both floating, I'm just saying. Yeah, we both know we ain't gon' stay here, we the party.